Welcome back to Sabretooth at Nethemba, where we care about your security. It is Hack the Box Friday. I know which machine's next because Challenge Box. Next up is, I think, Arctic. We've done all these. And we have here Arctic. And Rick has said, this is apparently an easy machine. Personally, I find it was more medium. Your challenge this time: complete the box without Metasploit. That includes multi-handler. No Metasploit whatsoever. Also, no Winpeas. So we already know it's a Windows box, that's fine. No Winpeas. And no local exploit suggester or simmer. Ooh. Rick, what are you doing to me, man? What are you doing to me? So let's actually do this. That was open, but it isn't now. Arctic doesn't seem to be doing anything. Come on, load. So it says Windows, it says easy. I'm going to open the door slightly because it keeps slamming due to the... not slamming, but it keeps like rattling due to the airflow. So we're going on to adventure mode. We'll spawn the machine. Not sure if we should, because if it's Windows and it's got a kernel exploit, it could be in a broken state. Perhaps I should revert the machine as well. I'm going to let this start up. I'm then going to revert. In that time, I'm going to set up what I need here with regards to what's the last one we did? Mustachio. On HTB, we'll sort that out. We'll connect to the server, all that stuff, but you don't need to see that. So this might take like 5 minutes or 6 minutes, whatever. Back soon. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I've reset this system, and it is now spawning. Okay, so it could take another couple of minutes from this point, but let's just make sure we've got everything. I've created a new folder. Nothing in here yet. I've connected to TryHackMe's network. It looks like my IP is 10.10.14.14. So let's just double check that. That is true. And also, I've not done this yet. Let's go into Hack the Box. The last one we did on Hack the Box was 10.10. So this must be 11.11. Well, you know, it must be 11. So we go on to easy. Why is easy got this in it? What was this from? I don't know what system this was. Why is it in here? Drupal 7. Was this the last one we did? Is that right? That can't be right. I don't know why I've got something in here. I'm generally putting them in the boxes. But for some reason I've got one in easy. I'm not sure why. 10.10.10.9. So it could have been beep. No, that's 7. 8. 10. 9. Okay, this one. So why is that also in here? That's weird. I've obviously done something wrong somewhere. Get rid of you. Yeah, still here as well. There's nothing in medium. I must have messed up with my notes and copied it over or something like that. Okay, that's fine. So this one is subnode Arctic. It's up 10.10.10.11. That does make sense. So we'll clear this. We're going to start with an nmap. We're going to do STV. We're going to do all ports and this. Okay. It's blocking ping probes. Let's do PM as it suggests. Hopefully it won't die in 3.67 seconds. As well as that, we are going to... Oh, I stopped it. I didn't mean to do that. Right, it's running again. Copy this. HTTP 10.10.10.11. Okay, website's not working. Wonder if there is one. So what were the rules? No Metasploit at all, including the multi-handler. So I guess that means no interpreter. I think he's getting fed up of me just using the word upload to upload things and whatever. And also the local exploit suggester. That must include the WE Windows exploit suggester NG, which we have in here, right? That's the Windows exploit suggester. We've got another one here. But that one didn't work properly. Does that mean no Winpeas? Yeah, no Winpeas, no Linpeas. Well, I'm not going to use Linpeas, am I? I wonder if we could use Mimikatz, or probably not, actually. Okay, plan of action is get a shell on the system. Once we have a shell on the system, run system info just to see if there are any hotfixes applied. If there's a lot of hotfixes, then maybe exploit is not the way to go, and I can start looking for misconfigurations. But if there are no hotfixes or very few, it means that it's vulnerable to whatever was around at that time. And I can probably have a good go at figuring out what it's vulnerable to without any exploit suggester being present. Yeah, okay. How's this doing? Oh man, it's taking a while. So I'm going to copy that. We'll see how long this is going to take. Oh, this is just the connect scan. It's going to do the service scan next. 95%, 96, 97, 98, 99. Service scan. Generally, this doesn't move up every percentage, every third also. So 22 seconds remaining. That will go up, by the way, remaining time. It generally does before it goes down. Yeah, 42 seconds. 52 seconds. Should I just pause the system, pause the video, sorry? It's going up like 10, 20 seconds each time. Well, I'm just sitting here doing nothing, so maybe I should just restart, you know, just, you know, I'm going to leave this running, but I'm just going to take a walk. That's fine, not a long one, just stretch my legs a little bit, and hopefully this is going down at this point. Oh, look at that, down to 36 seconds. This is more like it. He says. So the reason this drops and then goes back up is what I'm thinking happens. Say it has like 4 services that it finds. What it will do is it will scan the first one, and that might take longer than it's sort of expecting, so the remaining time goes up. And then when that's done, it moves on to the next one, and the remaining time goes down again because it's like, oh, we've only got 3 to do, it shouldn't take long. And then as each one is taking more and more time, the remaining time goes up again until it's finished scanning that service, and then it moves on to the next. So you're going to get this sort of wavy sine wave sort of thing going on as it's doing each service. So the worst thing that could happen at this point would there be something like 20 ports opened. As it happens, there's only 3, and therefore it didn't take as long as it could have done. But that's fine. I'm just explaining why this is doing what it's doing. We don't have port 80. We've got MSRPC, which is strange. Port 135. No, that's okay. We could try that and see if it allows anonymous access on these ports, but this one is confusing. FMTP, and it can't find a version. I don't even know what FMTP is. 8500. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at 8500. So I think firstly I'm going to go sudo nano etc host. Let's put this in as Arctic 10, 10, 10, 11. I mean, to be fair, I can just put aa.htb and that's easier to type. I mean, I could probably just put Arctic.ht. Oh, I've done HTBB. That's fine. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as I remember that. Okay, so what we can do now is netcat to Arctic.htbb. I'll change that at some point. 8500. Type something. No response. Type something. Huh. But if it only allows 2 lines here, is it a web server? Okay, kill that. That was strange. It allowed more. Maybe it is a web server, because when I do that, it allows more. Hang on, there's the easiest way to figure this out. HTTP arctic.htbb 8500. It shouldn't matter. Oh, I've got index of, and this should come up to exactly the same. Hack the box, boys. Probably. Okay, so we've got CDF IDE and CF docs. Let's do it on this one. Not that it matters. That's the documentation for something. And CFIDE, not sure. So let's see what happens when we open both of these. I should probably say here. Shows 2 open directories. Okay. CFM. Oh, Cold Fusion. Cold Fusion module. CFID, Cold Fusion. Arctic, Cold Fusion. Got it. Understand, I get it. Okay. I wonder if we can get a version on this. Copyrights? Maybe not here. Maybe here somewhere. We've got an access policy. We can have a look at that. We've got install.cfm. We can definitely have a look at that. Administrator, perhaps. Admin API, perhaps. And there's also an application itself. Let's open all these. And we'll see what happens, if anything. Error occurred. Any version on here? Not that I can see. Not that I can see. That's just the cross-domain policy, not important. Admin API, oh my god. Administrator.cfc, I suppose. There. Oh. Administrator login, that could help. Okay, nice. Nice. So this is the admin login. Cold Fusion. Oh, Cold Fusion 8. We've got a version. Nice. Okay, Cold Fusion 8. And what's this? Is this even loading? It doesn't seem to be. I'm not sure about the documentation. Enter your RDSR admin password below. So maybe these are the same, similar. Yeah, CD admin API administrator. I mean, we've got a path variable here. Can we, like, Hang on, it's Windows, isn't it? So if we do boots.ini, and we'll do a null byte just in case it's needed. Oh, that's not good. Oh, hold on, let's go back. And then back up. I've lost my path variable. There it is. So what if we try this again? Hang on, if it's yeah. Boots.ini, just to see if there's a path traversal here. I'm able to load the boot ini. I'll put a null byte at the end. It might be needed, it might not. And make sure there's a HTTP, because it's got here like search with Google, which I don't want to do. I mean, there must be a way to disable this using that, perhaps. What happens here if I do that? Does this load in the boot.ini file from the Windows root? Not that I can see. I just thought, just in case there was a... Nah, it's worth trying these things. Okay. So this has got a username and password. This is just asking for a password. Fine. So admin... Whoa, what's happening? Admin. I did not put that as a password, so what's going on here? Oh, it's hashed it. Jeez. Okay, let's look up search exploits. What was it called? Fusion 8. We could also do a brute force of the password. But we'll see if there's any... Oh dear. Okay, right. Let me explain how to... Because somebody did ask me this question at one point. When you're given loads and loads of exploits like this, how do you determine which ones to try and which ones not? Let me show you exactly how I do this. What I will do is I will look through these and I will find any which affect version 8. Okay, so we don't know about these ones because it doesn't have a version. We don't want cross-site scripting. Let's use this in a minute. So we'll look at directory traversal as possible. The Metasploit one could be good, except we're not using Metasploit, so forget that. That's 11, 2018, 6767. This one's number 8 here. I've got a remote code execution. Well, 9 less than 11, that's 8. So we will highlight that one. And then we've got 801, 801. But although that's true, these are all cross-site scripting, so we can ignore them, not needed. And earlier, arbitrary file read. So that one probably as well. So we'll make a note of that. 801, but that's a Metasploit one, so we're not going to be making note of that. Unless we do in order to turn it into a Python script or something. If you can hear this whirring, by the way, I've got a fan running because it's really hot. So now you can see that all we have is this one. We have this one. We have this one, but that's external entity injection. We did that last time, the XXE or XEE, or the time before or something, and then this one. So we have literally 4 exploits. Do you see how this works? We've gone from this massive list just to these 4. So we can try the following, right? So let's take these in order. Although a remote execution, code execution would be great, that'd be fantastic, because we'll be able to run things on the server. Let's try them in order, because some of these may be important in themselves. So directory traversal, let's take a look. So this one, it's quite short. Bit of Python code going on. There's an example, server, CFIDE administrator, ColdFusion 8, lib, password, properties, null byte. And I mean, do you know what? Let's just try that example straight off. I'm not sure this is going to work because I've already tried some path traversal, but you never know. Oh, stop it. It annoys the hell out of me. Is there any way I can disable this at all? Search engine. I can set my default search engine, but is there any way I can stop? I don't know. I need to find a way to stop the search engine kicking in, because it's really irritating. It's probably in the about config, right? So I'll look into that. But we'll do that. And we'll then put in a HTTP to stop that from happening. Incidentally, because I can't be bothered to look it up, if anybody wants to let me know how to disable that in Firefox, please do. This is annoying. Why is this not search with Google every time? Search with Google. I don't want to search with sodding Google. I don't know how to. Oh, I see. It's because I've not got a slash there. Right. That's annoying. So, what else are we looking at? Remote command execution next. Let's just check this first. Hang on, we've got something here. It shows as much as I could just take a screenshot, I'm thinking of just copying that. See what happens if I paste that. Oh, that's a mistake. That's frozen cherry tree because I tried to paste something in which I didn't mean to. Look, there it is. Let's back up. And then Control Shift paste. Okay, so this looks like the same thing 3 times. This password. How long? Do we have hash length here? No. I think there's like there's a hash identification. I can't remember how to do it on Linux, but we're going to use CrackStation. It looks like it might be SHA-1, unless it's MD5. Hang on, I'll soon tell you. If it's 32 characters, it's MD5. If it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 28, 29, 30, 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 40 characters, so it's going to be SHA-1, probably. SHA-1, happy day. It is a very happy day. So we're going to screenshot this as well. Lovely stuff. And I think the username was admin, right? Let's take a look. Admin, happy day. Yes, no, maybe, perhaps. By the looks of it, we've got Cold Fusion Administrator at the top. Nice. So admin / happy day allows access to the Cold Fusion admin panel. Hooray! Let's get this shell. How do we do that? Oh, blimey, what's going on? What is happening here? What? How did that not work? Maybe it doesn't. I thought it would have done. Nav server.cfm. Not sure. Fairly sure that should have worked. Not sure why it's not working. My calendar's wrong. Let's change this. Is it going to work this time? Well, that looks better. This is the slowest app ever. I know I moaned about Burp Suite and Metasploit, but this is slow. See, now I learned how to code using Java. So back when I was writing Java, I was used to this speed. But right now, what is going on here? Okay, we've got two lots of menu. Maybe if I click something in here, it'll replace that. Perhaps what's happening here? I don't know what is happening with this app. It's ridiculous. Okay, well, whatever. Let's take a look around. Let's just load like the settings summary, see if it replaces this frame. Oh my god, this is so slow. Maybe I should try one of these other exploits and see if that works. Whilst this is running, I might even have this box rooted by the time this page loads. Right, what's the next one? 557. Let's take a look. Okay, so that's uploading a JSP. Of course, Java server pages. I was just saying that Java runs Cold Fusion. And then we just change this. Ha! The R host is 10.10.10.11. I wonder if this exploit was created for this box. That's interesting. Port 8500. And that is very similar to a HackTheBox IP address. That's cool. There's a good chance this one might work then. I'll keep that one open. Oh, good, it has replaced it. Nice. Let's get rid of you. Yeah, we don't need two copies. Let's take a look around first. Okay, we're on Cold Fusion 801. Okay, so let's first just make a few notes. Shows. Okay, Windows Vista as well. Wow. I will copy that and paste it into here, unformatted. What else do we need to get from here? The Java version. Aha, username, user home, user directory. Well, we'll get user name and user home as well. So we are running as Tollis. It's interesting. What else do we need to see? It's 64-bit server, although is that just Java or is that the actual full server? Good question. I'm not bothered about these paths as such, they're the Java paths. Okay, Cold Fusion mappings. So that CFIDE directory here is actually at C Cold Fusion 8 www root CFIDE. That'll be useful if we're going to move a file to the server, because we can put it in this directory and then access it in the web browser. So that's quite a useful one to have as well. What else? Okay. Book club, database book club, interesting. Art gallery. Oh, and there's a log directory as well. We've got some logs in here, which is good. And that's it. Okay. Fine. Let's take a look here. Settings. Let's have a look at server settings. This could take forever to load. Oh no, it didn't. Doesn't look too important at the minute. Let's take a look down here. Data sources. Chat gallery, art gallery, book club, code explorer, and code examples. Okay, debugging and logging. Log files. Scheduled tasks. System probes. Server monitor. Java applets. Okay. Event gateway settings. Well, take a look at those settings. In security, we have administrator. Let's take a look at that. And then finally, we have packaging and development. Okay, so everything that could be important, I've opened here. So we have some log files. We'll keep that open for now. Scheduled task. We might be able to run something that's like equivalent of a cron job. Keep that open. System probes. Or execute a script. Interesting. Probes can send a failure notification, email, or execute a script. So what if we make a new probe and execute something? So that could be important. Event gateway. Probably not. Security and admin is just changing the admin password. Probably not. So we've got system probes, scheduled tasks, and log files. The application log. Let's take a look. Or do we just do view log files? Whilst that loads, we'll take a look at scheduled tasks. And whilst that loads, we can take a look at define new probe. So, you know, then we loop back around. Oh man. Logs. That doesn't seem important right now, so I'll get rid of that. Okay, so let's just do test upload here. What we'll do is we're going to start a, well, first create echo test into testing.txt, and then sudo python 3 module http server 480. So we're going to upload 10.10.14.14 / testing.txt. 240. It's now, that's quite a way away. I wonder if there's a way that I can, well, let's change it to 230. It looks like it's 2 hours out, but 6 minutes away. We don't have a username and password. We can save the output as a file, and we'll put it as testing.txt. How's that? Oh no, hang on a minute. We need the file path. Here slash testing.txt. So we'll submit that whilst that's running. This looks the same. Probe name, and then execute the program if it fails. I mean, this could be good as well. Actually, this could really be good. So let's just see if our upload thing works. We need to wait 5 minutes. Now what's this? Edit. Pause. Oh, we can run now. Okay, well let's run this. Run. Is it going to grab from our server? I'm just bearing in mind this is a really slow. It's still loading at the top here, as you can see. Is it going to grab from our server? It doesn't seem like it has. Scheduled task is paused. Redirection protected. So maybe this doesn't work. Maybe this doesn't work. Let's just try editing and see if I've made a mistake anywhere. Because if not, then I'll do this instead. Um, 10, 10, 14, 14 is correct, isn't it? Seems to be. Testing.txt is correct, isn't it? Yeah, it seems to be. Ah, okay. So we've got this space before this. Maybe that. Let's edit that. See if that works. Can upload a file using this, like a reverse shell, then execute the program. This might work. So let's do this again. Run scheduled task and see if we get any sort of connection back this time. We do, okay. And that should have been put in this directory, right? So what is it? Testing.txt. Call me skeptical. Oh, that exists. Oh, wow. Okay, fine. Right. We can use scheduled tasks section to upload a file, but rather than explain how I did it, it might be easier if I just edit this and then go to do a screenshot. If I can upload a reverse shell, I mean, I could upload a JSP shell. The problem with JSP shells is that they are very limited because Java is not good to be uploading a shell with. If I can upload an exe shell and then run it using that would be amazing, wouldn't it? So let's take a screenshot of this. If I fail that, I'm going to try a JSP shell straight off. Copy to clipboard. Okay, so we can generate, I mean, am I allowed to create a shell with, I suppose I can use MSF Venom to create a shell, because at the end of the day, that's not opening the Metasploit framework, is it? We can generate a shell with MSF Venom. I mean, maybe I'm not allowed to use MSF Venom. JSP web shell. I don't know, man. I don't know. JSP reverse and web shell. Let's take a look at this one. Well, let's try that then. It seems easy enough. So let's get the, I can just download it really. Just download the raw file. Wait a minute, we'll save as, we'll go into, no, wrong one, streaming. In here, boxes, no. Shells, and we'll do it here, shells.jsp, because let's put it in there for reverse. Do I have I've got a Cold Fusion shell, I should really use that to be fair. But we'll try this. We can try this because this is a new one on me. Why not? You know. So if we nano shells, I can't remember what it was called. Shell.jsp. There we go. So let's take a look and see. It said something about an IP at the bottom. Ah, that's here. So what if we do 10, 10, 10, well, 10, 10, 14, 14, and then do this on 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that might work. That actually might work. Okay, so what I actually need to do is kill that, go into shells, and then run it again. And then we're going to kind of go through this again now. Where was it? Schedule tasks. I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to use MSF Venom or not to get a shell, because I need to clear this with Rick for next time when he says no Metasploit, because even in OSCP exam we was allowed to use MSF Venom. It wasn't restricted at all. I'm playing it safe and I'm trying not to create my own shells with MSF Venom, but I do kind of wonder if I can. I think he just means don't use exploits from Metasploit, and don't use the multi-handler. That's to stop me from using Meterpreter, right? We'll see. JSP shell. If I have to use it, I have to use it, but that is MSF Venom, not, you know. Hopefully that's still, it is safe. Brilliant. So I'll call it the same, shell.jsp, save the output file. So this is worth a try. We've got, do we have a listener? We actually don't. NCLVP1, 2, 3, 4. In a way, I kind of wish, in a way, I do kind of wish that this was live, because then Rick could be texting me. I just check my phone in case he texted me. Why would he do that? Then he could be texting me saying, actually, I meant this, you know, or whatever. So I'll upload this. Did I do that? I don't think I did. Come on, run. Okay, so it's done it a few times, probably. So we'll go here. Shell.jsp. Brilliant. Okay, we've got a shell using that. Nice. Lovely. Lovely stuff. And then if that didn't work, I should be able to do commands here and that. This is quite a nice shell, to be fair. That is a really nice shell, in fact. We use the shell.jsp found at... Where was this from? Where was this from? Oh, no. We'll look into history. Oh, I didn't mean to kill that. I did that in the wrong... Hang on a minute. Like my shell gone? It isn't. Interesting. Anyway, it's found here. To gain a rev shell. In brackets JSP. Not a good web shell. Not a good reverse shell. But we have one. And we can do who am I. And we can also probably get the hash file from the thing. But let's actually try routing first. We're going to do system info. That's nice. Okay. It's good. Now, there are no hotfixes applied at all. None. So that means, I know it said Windows Vista, but Server 2008 R2 standard. Generally for this, I use things like, if impersonate privileges exist, I use things like Juicy Potato or Chimichurri or stuff like that. So what we'll do is, once again, who am I? And then priv. And it does say that impersonate privileges are enabled. So really, I could just do that. I used the print spooler on the other one. Do you remember? Let's actually take a look at when I did that. Search multiple nodes. Print spooler. Print spool was not found. I'm sure I've done this. Was it capital print spooler.exe? What about that? No? Huh. Interesting. Potato? Okay, relevant. Potato, print spoofer, that's the one. My mistake, print spoofer. So, I mean, this is what I used last time when this was enabled. And what was running before? I didn't even check. But I mean, if print spoofer works, let's take a look. Let's copy this. If it worked before, it may work again, is all I'm saying. Download. I could just copy it from the other. I actually could just copy it from last time I used it. But it doesn't matter, it's here now. Print spoofer. Now I could use the exact same method to get this file onto the server, but just for the sake of showing different examples, I think I might instead try using search utils, because that's a method I've not done yet and I would quite like to try it out. And from what I remember from this, because I used to use this a lot, so it's kind of ingrained in my memory. From what I remember, it was search utils. Does that not here? I just want to see if search util works first. I'm not sure if it does. Okay, but we'll try it. Search utils. URL cache, I think, followed by file, and then I can put in here http 10.14.14 slash print spoofer.exe, not print spooler, and then just call it ps.exe. I did that didn't work because I think I'm in the wrong I'm not in a writable directory. I'm not entirely sure this is going to work anyway. So let's actually get in the right directory. So cd cd www root cd cf ide. Yeah, exactly. Let's try it here. No, this isn't working at all. So that's the way I think I've done it in the past. Now, I could massively be wrong. I should just check out RTFM, because I just did this from memory, right? So we'll look under Windows. Windows, that's Mac OS. PowerShell, could use PowerShell. Could use PowerShell. I've done that before. Other than that, I'm not sure where I'm looking. Yeah, okay. VS admin, 4 files, system info, task list, netstats, system info. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where I'm looking here. So that's fine. I mean, we could just try PowerShell. I've done this before. So I was going to try and show something different, but obviously I was doing something wrong. If PowerShell exists on here, then we can at least try it. cwget, and then this is http temp 14. It's difficult to do this one-handed. 14 slash print spoofer.exe, and then out file ps.exe. We can try that. Well, that seems to have hung, which means it's probably trying to grab it. Oh, it isn't. So PowerShell doesn't seem to work here either, unless it's taking ages, because we know what's happened with the rest of this box so far. Everything just takes forever to run. So let's just leave it for, what, 30 seconds, and just see if it makes that grab. And if it doesn't, then I will kill the shell and go again. But there's every chance that it will. It might just take forever about it. And we can't be impatient on things like this. Or we can, but it probably won't help. I'm going to give it until, what, 44, 30 seconds. So I'll do it another half a minute from here. And if nothing, then I won't use PowerShell. 10 seconds left. Okay, let me kill the shell. What I want to actually try doing as well is, if we have this shell and I do directory here, can I change if I change directory, I'm not sure that would work. It's a web shell, doesn't work like that. Because I was thinking what I could actually try is this again. Yeah, that's not changed anything. I could actually try this again, but put it in here. Well, at least I know this is writable. So we can try that, and then we'll see if it's grabbed from the web shell. If it isn't, then I'm just going to try uploading this using the way, you know, using the scheduled task, right? Because we know this works. Okay, this doesn't seem to be working at all. So let's make a new, I'll leave that running, but let's make a new scheduled task, as in a brand new one. I hope this whole app hasn't crashed. Yeah, the J shell is not doing well on this one. So upload print spooler. So we're going for 1010, yeah, and this time we are doing print spoofer.exe. I did say spooler, I know. Print spoofer.exe, and then this goes here. And just in case that does actually work, we're going to call it ps1.exe just in case. So we'll do that. We're going to upload this file if we can. This shell really isn't doing anything, is it? So let's just reload the shell without the command. So that should stop, I hope. Dude. Yeah, so that's now stopped. That's not doing anything. Upload PS, so we'll do that, and that should grab this from here. Do I still have a shell here? Somewhere? Here it was. I don't, okay. So if I, okay, right, one thing at a time. If I do that, and then I go back to here, will this reopen my shell? It will. That's great. Okay, so if I go back to www.root into cfide and then directory, you can see now that we have ps1.exe. Do I literally just ps1.exe and then wait? This is the problem with a Java shell. It's not showing any feedback whatsoever. I'm not sure whether to leave it for a bit or not. If that doesn't work, generally I use chimichurri. So I suppose I can get started in looking for this, I guess. Let's take a look. If we go exploits master, chimichurri is this one, ms10059. Let's get a copy of that, and we'll put it in boxes Arctic so that it's ready here, and then we can try this as well. This doesn't seem to be doing much. It's just that the cursor just stops for a bit, so I don't know if it's doing something or not, or whether it's just taking ages. I'll tell you why I like Chimichurri though, is because it tries to do a reverse shell. This one tries to upgrade the shell and elevate it to system. And it might not be able to do it if it's a Java shell, which is mimicking, it's trying to use command.exe. But if I can get a reverse shell back, that's different, isn't it? I'll leave that there just in case it does something. And in the meantime, I'm going to do this again. So schedule a new task. Oh, I could always run things from here, couldn't I? Execute a program this way. It's interesting. Then again, I could also run things here. And then again, I could also run things like here. So I've got plenty of ways to run things. I'm just hoping this is just taking ages. But let's take a look anyway. Upload Chimichurri. Let's try this. So 1010, yeah, MS10 051.exe. Please be right. Should know this one. MS10 059.exe. That's what I said. Save the output to a file, but we're not going to call it that because that's ridiculous. So we're just going to call it Chimichurri, which is cc.exe. Do you know what? I'm so confident that this may work that I'm going to take a screenshot of this for the reporting. I'll put it down here, but not write anything about it yet. I'll just put it down here, waiting, right? This one is more likely to work than any other. How's this doing? I'm confident that this is doing nothing. So let's do this again and then run the shell again and just get our shell back. Come on. Whilst that's getting its shell back, I'm going to run upload Chimichurri. Error response. Oh no. What's gone on? Have I broken something? File not found. Okay, well let's upload the JSP shell as well then. We'll run that again. So it's got that. It's going to grab the shell again. So now it should exist again. And it should give us our shell back. Please. Unless I broke it trying to run the print spoofer. That's very possible. That's very possible because this is just not actually doing anything, is it? I think I've broken it, guys. It won't take long to actually fix. I just need to revert and go again. I was kind of hoping, you know, that .404 on shell.php. Why is that not there? Oh. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay, in that case, I'll just copy the shell's shell.jsp into here. Now it'll work. I forgot I was in the wrong directory. So if I run this one more time, get the shell, this time it should, without a 404 code. This would be much easier with Metasploit. Get a Meterpreter shell, upgrade JSP to Meterpreter or something, and then just upload things. I see what you're doing, Rick. Right, 200 code, which means now this should give me my shell back. Finally. Come on, give it a go. Thank you. So cd ww roots cf IDE, and then we have cc.exe, which is chimichurri. So if we run this, I'm kind of hoping it comes up with an error. I know that sounds weird, but if it doesn't tell me anything, I'm in trouble. Whereas if it gives me an error message back, at least I know something's happening. So it's just a case of waiting. I could try it here as well. I suppose so. Hang on, what is our working directory here? Oh man, there's nothing coming back. This is awful. Hey, dare that'll work. Why is there nothing coming back? I should use an MSF Venom shell. I didn't want to have to do this. We are in, right, we're in the bin, so we can go back one, back two, ww root, cf.ide, and then cc.exe. Let's see if anything comes back here. All I want is some feedback. I'll be a happy, happy bunny. Oh man, there's nothing, is there? There's nothing coming back at all. Right, as strange as this is, let me try running cc.exe here. Hang on a minute. It's ms10059.exe. Oh. I know it's a Windows app, but I'm just going to try and run it in. Just trying to run it in something. What's it called? Wine? There we go. This exploit, that's the Windows emulator, by the way. Exploit gives you a local system shell, usage, chimichurri.exe, then the IP address, then the port. That's what I wanted. That's what I needed to get back. But if that's not working, then I can always just try running it as intended without that feedback. We can hope, right? We can definitely hope, because that's doing nothing. So one more time, we're going to get the shell back. We're going to netcat lvp, I don't know, 6789. And then cc.exe 10, 10, 14, 14, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll try running it just like this, and then wait and see if we get the shell back. I'm hoping it's just the output that's not working, but everything else does. If that doesn't work, we can try it with the web shell. And if that doesn't work, we can try it with this, whatever this is, debugging and logging. But truly, this doesn't seem to be doing anything. Right, I'm going for a walk. I'm actually going to leave this running, just in case. I'll be back again. Just a quick walk around the room, need to stretch my legs slightly. Yeah, we don't seem to be getting anything back here whatsoever, which is extremely sad. I kind of thought that would do it. I was so sure about that as well. Maybe Chimichurri is wrong. Why can't I use any exploit suggesters? Rick, you're evil. You just want me to go down this rabbit hole, don't you? So I know this is like an easy box and it should only take like half an hour or whatever, but a lot of people don't have these metasploit and exploit suggester restrictions or anything. I don't know how long to wait for this, or if I even should. So what I could try. Could try doing that, but with 10, 10, 14, 14, 6, 7, 8, 9. Was that right? 6, 7, 8, 9 was correct. So I could try running this from here and see if we get something back. I've also tried running it from here to see if we can get something back. It's not looking likely, is it? And even if I do it as a... that didn't do anything. Even if I do it through this, I'm not entirely sure that would work. I need to find another exploit. So if print spoofer doesn't work, and this one doesn't work, how do I do this without Winpeas and without the exploit suggester? Maybe I should just look up. Well, let's take a look at this. So I can look at Windows Server 2008 R2 exploit here. This is really the only other way of doing it. MS 1010, MS 1508. There's a few of them. There's definitely a few of them. So yeah, I was just sure this one was going to work. It isn't, is it? I know that it's insanity to expect the same result trying the same thing over and over, but I'm so sure. I am so sure. Oh. So sure this should work. I might have already broke it with ps1.exe. Let's try a different IP address, a different port, just in case. 5678. Just in case that's botched. I'm taking a break after this because, as in after this attempt, because I've got a lot of new things to try according to this, and I need to start thinking about how I'm going to go about it. There's every chance that this would work, but I've broken it due to trying the print spoofer first. that cursor keeps pausing and it makes me think it's doing something. This is where I really love the Meterpreter, either the Metasploit framework, either Staged Shell or Meterpreter, because it tells you if something's happening. It says, you know, receive this, sending stage, getting this back, or whatever. Netcat, it's literally just, maybe it'll turn up, probably won't, maybe it'll turn up, you know. So I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that it's still flashing and that's still waiting. And this application is ridiculously slow. And because this application is ridiculously slow, tell you what I could look up as well. Search util or utils or whatever it is, file upload. Because it could be the upload method doesn't work for exe files, right? Almost all the ways to file transfer. Wow! That's something I need to add to my hack resources. Cool. Let's look for search util. So what was I doing wrong here? Oh, I missplit. And I did search util.exe, so that shouldn't really matter. So before I do anything else, what I want to try is kill you, reload this. I actually want to try the search util. Method, because if it's the upload method that's the problem, 10 14 slash what is it, ms 15059.exe, please be right. ms10059. I can never get this right, can I? And let's actually just call it the same. Not that it matters. Let's try this. Let's try this. So we're going to go into cd blah blah blah. It doesn't really matter where I put it, I suppose. I'm so used to putting things here now. Try that. If I do that, will it grab it from my server? It will. That does work. Nice. And we've got some output. Oh, wow. Huh. So what if we kill this and try yet another port just in case it's slightly balked and do 4, 5, 6, 7? What if we now try this and we do ms, hang on, let's do ms 10 059.exe 10 10 14 14, and the port is 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that going to work this time? It might just be the way the file was transferred. It might just not work at all. Stretching my legs. Oh my god, something's happened. Was it the way the file was transferred? I knew it. I knew that would work. That's never failed me. Not once, ever. I was going to say that's a surprise. On running Windows Vista, Windows Server 2008, it's just the way the file was transferred. Obviously, uploading an exe file using that messed something up, whereas doing it directly using certutil. Oh wow, Rick, I hate you. Thank you for the challenge. That was much harder than it should have been. Oh, and there's the output. We're actually getting output here. So let's actually make a copy of that from there. There we go. We've got everything we need. Not quite. Yeah, I'm not even gonna. That just didn't work doing it that way. So let's just get what we need and get out of here, because I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all to actually remain stable. So we're going to go back into the C drive. Okay, fine. As quick as we can, really. Okay, type Tolis / desktop / user.txt. Type administrator / desktop / roots.txt. Right, we're done. That's it. We're finished. We're finished. Okay, this was apparently an easy box, and if I'd have had access to Metasploit or had access to the exploit suggester, I absolutely agree it would have been 100% easy, because Chimichurri would have been there and it would have said this would have worked. And I could even run things like this using the exploit suggester. I could run it through Metasploit. I could just get an interpreter shell, upload things easier, you know, but I was handicapped on this box deliberately by Rick. And so all I want to say to you, Rick, is did it. Let's go into guided mode for this, because I'd like to see what it says. On what port is there a HTTP server? 8500. Web application development platform, Cold Fusion. Huh. 2010 CVE ID in enter.cfm. What? Did I do something differently here? What did I use? Was it this one? (2010) 2861. Okay. 2010 2861. I think that was. Yeah. Okay, that's more like it. We're fine. Yeah, local exploit suggester. I didn't use it. What is the password? Happy day, which it now is, because I have to do this again. What kind of file could be uploaded to work as a web shell? JSP? What user is the web server running as? Is it Tolis or something? Yep. Submit the flag user admin desktop. Okay, that was easier than I thought it'd be. I honestly thought there'd be loads of questions like, I'd like to know what. I'd really like to know what it suggested was the correct privilege escalation thing. Oh, hang on, there's more here. Have any hot fixes been applied? No. Oh, it's still not asking me. Damn, I thought it was gonna. I just want to know if the one I used, Chimichurri, was correct or not. I mean, obviously it worked eventually, but if there was another one which would have worked instantly, I'd have preferred that. That was harder than it should have been, thanks to some restrictions I had. And also thanks to just things not working when they should have worked for various reasons like upload. And for that reason, that took me an hour and a half. Really, this should have been done in like half an hour or something like that. But whatever. Now, out of curiosity, before I finish, official write-up, I just want to see what happens looking at the official write-up here. So let's see. Oh, remote code execution script. So there wasn't even any directory traversal here. That was the one I looked at, which I said, I wonder if this was created just for this machine. So we could have used that one. That's actually open. It's here. No, here. This one. I looked at it. There we go. That's that code. I looked at it, didn't bother using it. That might have made things much easier. I'm lost. Where are we? Here. What was that? Oh yeah, that was that. I should add that to my hack resources, to be fair. For now, just see if we can bookmark it. There we go. In fact, I could even put it in there. There we go. Right, so that's interesting that would have worked straight off. Privesc. Now that we have an interactive shell, we can upgrade to a Meterpreter shell. Yeah, of course. So we could have generated our own exe file and then run it on the system and then call it the shell. That would have been easy, wouldn't it? Oh, they did use PowerShell to download the thing. Okay. I did it using certutil. Interesting. So we have a Meterpreter shell. Then the local exploit suggester. MS10059, that's what we used. The initially intended vector was this, so we'll explore that option. Okay. The exploit fails as we're on the wrong architecture for the exploit. Well, this would have been easy through Metasploit. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it would have been so much easier with MSF. So, doesn't matter. We're done. That's the main thing. We got it. I can't really do this because I was handicapped on it. So I don't really want to do that this time. Because I can't give an honest opinion on what it would have been like without, without these restrictions. So not this time. But we seem to be cracking in 3 of these. What's next for HackTheBox? Next Friday, there's going to be Kronos for medium. Kronos. Yeah, medium. Okay. We're getting there with Grandpa, Granny, and then very soon there's going to be this insane system here with only 6,000 souls. Although that one's only got 3,000. It's even worrying. Even more worrying, but whatever. We're there. Thank you, Rick, for the challenge. I truly appreciate things like this, keeping me on my toes. Thank you if you made it this far into the video. I appreciate that as well. Please leave a like, please subscribe, please share the playlist around if you can, and the video around, of course, and visit Nethemba.com for all your pen testing needs. Thank you so much. I'm taking a couple of days off before Try Hack Me Tuesday. Have fun.